Hello, it's Briony Backs, and I'm here to read to you from my pamphlet Lament that is published by Rough Trade Press. Thank you to Nina. This pamphlet is about families and sufferers of mental illness, particularly schizophrenia, and it probably does have some trigger warnings in it, so please note that there are references to prison, mental illness, schizophrenia, so just please be aware of that. World War III. 1 minute you were dancing, then standing in court with your hands trembling, babbling to the judge about how you joined the SAS. You took one too many chances. Your deck of cards collapsed at 21. No 21 as you were dealt your hand. Your pocket ace was only a 2. You lay in the single bed, helpless and curled, weeping, hair matted like a puppy, hands clamped over your ears to stop the voices. You never thought you'd be hunted, stalking the hallways with a kitchen knife, your dark eyes darting in the forest of headlights that dashed through the front window. You never felt safe. Listening devices were buried in the chimney stack. Signals from Radio 4 about the destruction of the world. Your Jesus hair smelt of roll-ups. You became part of the special forces. A helicopter landed in the sitting room. Soldiers streamed around the sofa holding guns. World War III started in your kitchen. Of course, over the last 8 or so years, austerity measures have been in force in Britain, and it's really had a devastating effect on many mentally ill people because of the assessment processes which have been in place. Unlocking value, or how the government is screwing the mentally ill. This is a poem for the voiceless, for the people you pass lying in doorways, for the man sheltering below the underpass, for the woman who sleeps covered in frost, for all those who are sanctioned, humiliated, and homeless because they are mentally ill. 30th of January 2017, the form. It comes in a brown, thick envelope addressed to you, 20 pages, from the Department of Work and Pensions and a company called Capita. I look at their website. Outsourcing is not just about saving time and money, and we're not just about outsourcing. We think differently and help our clients unlock value in a number of ways. I ask you the questions on the form, and I write down your answers as your spider writing is illegible. Name, date of birth, all the usual stuff. Diagnosis? Diabetes, you say. I write down paranoid, schizophrenia, and diabetes. Can you lift your hands above your head? Yes. Do you have trouble walking 10 meters? No. Do you have trouble walking 20 meters? No. Do you have toilet accidents and wet your pants? No. If yes, how often do you need to change your pants? Never. Can you lift packages over 1 kilogram? Yes. Can you lift packages over 5 kilograms? What's 5 kilograms when it's at home? Can you shop for food? Yes. Can you prepare food? Yes. The catechism goes on for 20 pages. I have you sign it, date it, and I send it in the post. I write to my MP and the head of DWP. I suggest that all MPs be made to fill in the form as they too receive government monies. 3rd of March 2017, the assessment. The notice comes of your assessment, 9 a.m. in an industrial park in your town, 30 miles away with no bus route. If you miss your appointment, your PIP will automatically be stopped. I take a morning off and take you in my car. The morning comes, I pick you up and I make you bring the plastic box. the box with day compartments for your meds, the box you collect from the pharmacy once a week. Your leg twitches as we drive. The Capita offices are modern and sleek. We sit in the lobby in this empty industrial park. I wonder how you would find it if I wasn't with you. Someone who can't use a smartphone, someone who can't read a text or send an email. We get called. The assessor is a nurse. Looking good, I think. She'll understand. I place the medicine tray on the desk. She looks at you. I see you can walk quite well. Yes. Your pills are given weekly, not monthly? Yes. Why? I don't know why. Can you do your own shopping? Yes. Where do you do your shopping? Morrison's. Do you walk there? Yes, it is behind my flat. Do you talk with anyone there? No. Tell me about your friends. I don't have any. Do you feel any anxiety? Yes, often. How does that affect your life? I don't know. All the time she's typing into a laptop. As a nurse, surely she can look at these medicines, these endless pills, and know they don't give clozapine to people who are well. Most people don't have to take 15 pills a day. At the end, she smiles. Thank you for coming today. We will give you our findings in a few weeks. If we find at that time that you do not qualify for PIP, your allowance will be stopped immediately. You may appeal, but your allowance will be stopped pending court action. 22nd of March 2017, the notice. I dread these brown envelopes with Capita in large letters. We regret to inform you blah, 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 blah. Out of a possible 30 points, you scored 0. Therefore, your personal independence payments will be stopped immediately. £75 a week cut just like that. You may appeal online. What good is that? You don't have a computer. You don't have an email. You can't even read your own texts. On your behalf, I appeal online and we are given a court date. 9th of April 2017, the Disability Charity. He was kind enough to see us in the crowded office off the marketplace. This hero with one arm and one leg who advocates for the disabled. Saints are living among us. He's astounded at your story, indignation flaming from his mouth. I say I'm your appointed guardian. You say I kidnapped you. The hero writes a letter of support of our appeal. He says he will come to court on his day off, an angel in a mire of mud. 29th of May 2017, Our Town County Court. There are 3 people behind the bench. A doctor, a judge, and a disability advocate. They seem concerned. They seem as if they've seen this before. Kindly, they ask you questions. But first they say they're surprised to see you in court. They say, having seen your papers, that they think you are entitled to PIP support. Their questions start. Do you go on holiday? Yes, all the time. I've been to Spain, France, and Scotland. Do you work? Yes, I work all the time. I work in a shop. I work riding a bike. I work in a nightclub. Do you cook for yourself? Yes, I'm a good cook. Do your representatives have anything to say? Yes, I say. Number 1, the holidays he's referring to happened pre-1983 when he was first sectioned and hospitalized. Number 2, the jobs he's referring to were temporary and happened pre-1983 when he was first sectioned and hospitalized. Number 3, this is the first time he has been living independently since he was 20 years old. At the age of 57, he is learning how to cook, clean, and try to keep a tiny flat in order. His cooking extends to ready meals. In the last few months, he has had his personal allowance cut and his personal independence payment stopped. In the last few months, he has suffered extreme stress due to the assessment by Capita. In the last few months, I have been scared he will have to go back to a locked hospital ward. They look at us and shake their hands. They ask us to wait to hear their verdict. You bolt, run out of the building. I find you smoking on a park bench. That was rough, I say. You pull on your cigarette hard. It's good news. Do you want to hear? 18 points. They gave you 18 points. PIP to be backdated to when it was cut. You don't respond. You're exhausted. I've heard that 30,000 people have been to court. I fear for the ones who don't have family, the ones who will miss their assessments, the ones who can't fill in the forms, the ones who are sanctioned only to be found frozen dead on a street corner. Finally, a much shorter poem. When it comes, I've been expecting you, like a groom standing at an altar waiting, sweating with anticipation, doubt swimming in my head. When you come, I'm caught off guard. My brain swirling and tears falling and never stopping, breath short. I might die right here. I have to walk fast across the common to get back to the flat, be somewhere safe, have tea and cake. You don't come for me in the kitchen. You wait until I'm lying down, practicing my breathing, trying to get myself under control. First, you were just one, a tiny spider, crawling out of the wallpaper. Then come your sisters, gangs of them, an avalanche of arachnids. I've been expecting you. I've known that you were coming, that my brain would one day crack and you would be let in. Beautiful, beautiful vision. Secret space of my sight. Welcome, welcome, my sweet, sweet spider children. Thank you for listening, and I hope you all stay safe in these crazy times.